Hello, hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon. Whoever is moderating, once the speaker comes on and I start introducing, kindly remove the banner so that the students are able to view the person introducing as well as the speaker. Keep the banner till the speaker comes on.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Dr. Amrita Das. This is Janet here.
Lovely to meet you again, Janet.
Yes,
It
lovely to meet
was
you
in
too.
Kamatria, and now we are here.
Yes, absolutely.
And time
And
has flown, circumstances have changed. So much has happened.
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm so happy I could be punctual and before time. I have 4 webinars today and totally back to back. Right after this, connecting with the school in Chittagong Grammar School.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So
Yes,
let's begin without much ado. It's
let's
12
get
o'clock,
started.
and our
Yes.
session moderator, Barinda, would you like to start before you hand over to me?
Yes, ma'am. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. The much awaited event has finally arrived, and the air is buzzing with enthusiasm and excitement. A warm welcome to all of you in Augusto E-Career Fair. I, on behalf of St. Augustine's Day School, Barakpur and Shamnagar, welcome our chief guest speaker, an iconic career specialist, Dr. Amrita Das. I also welcome our President, ma'am, Mrs. Janet Gaskar Chaudhary, and our CEO, sir, Mr. Amitabh Chaudhary. I would also like to welcome the parents and guardians of our students who have joined to be a part of this session. We are proud and privileged to have Dr. Amrita Das with us today. This session with Dr. Das is going to be very enriching, as ma'am, being a career specialist, is going to speak about different subject combinations and their career opportunities. I request all the participants of this session to be ready with all your questions concerning your career. As the Q&A session starts, you all are requested to put your questions on the chat box. But please do not unmute yourselves. Write your questions on the chat box. I would request our President, ma'am, Mr. Janet Gaskar Chaudhary, to formally introduce us with Dr. Amrita Das. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Barindra. And a very, very warm welcome to Dr. Amrita Das, who, as soon as I reached out to, in a moment, she responded saying that she would be really, really happy to come and talk to our students. And this time, since we have an online e-career, it's been easy for her because she is based in Lucknow. She is talking to us live from Lucknow, and we are very grateful to you, Dr. Das, for spending your time with us and talking to us.
An immense pleasure.
Thank you. So for the students, I would like to, first I would like all the students to please be on mute. Yes, thank you. So first to Dr. Das, this is our third year of the career fair. We have had 2 physical years and have been a grand success, and it has helped our students to pursue the careers of their choice with much awareness of what subjects they have to study and what courses they have to study and which colleges they should go to. So because we have seen such a success in the previous years, this year, despite the pandemic, we have decided to continue it on an e-platform, and we have 25 guest speakers and 15 colleges who will be spending time with us today and tomorrow. And therefore, we are looking forward to hearing from you on how you can guide our students and all their questions on the unique subjects that they can pursue in order to follow the career of their dreams. So for the benefit of our teachers on this session and our students, some of whom you are on Zoom and the others who are watching live on our school YouTube channel, students of class 8 to class 12, I would like to introduce Dr. Amrita Das. Dr. Das is a leading educationist and career consultant of the country. She is the founder director of the Institute of Career Studies and has the distinction of pioneering the career counseling and guidance services in India. She is the chairperson and managing director of ICS Education Limited. ICS, the company, has conducted career counseling programs in more than 200 schools, colleges, professional institutes in India and abroad. And it has been recognized with the Time Group Award of Excellence in Education. Dr. Das herself has a meritorious academic background. She has topped Lucknow University and has been awarded 2 gold medals. Thereafter, she has pursued her doctoral studies in the University of Lucknow and London University as a fellow of the Indian Council of Historical Research. She is the recipient of the Lions Club Award for Outstanding Social Work and Rotary Award for Vocational Excellence and the TCS Women Achiever Award of the Year, an Outstanding Achiever Award of by LMA. She even has a biography which you can find out later on for her contributions in the career of in the field of education. Few years ago, when I attended Dr. Das's talk in the school that my son studied in, I was really intrigued to find out what different careers that we have not even heard about and how you can actually put together history and maths and make a career out of it. How you can put together home science and chemistry and make a career out of it. And so, in the light of the new education policy, which is now blurring the lines between science, commerce, and humanities, and it's soon going to allow students to take multiple subjects based on what you like and pursue a career, I now invite Dr. Das to enlighten us as to how we can pursue a career, what subjects you can choose, which are your pet subjects, how you can put them together, and what you can do to pursue the career of your dreams. And therefore, over to Dr. Das. Students, you may please pin the video of Dr. Das so that you can watch her on the screen. Thank you once again for coming here, Dr. Das, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Chaudhary. Members of the faculty, parents, students, not to forget Barindraji, who's coordinating it. I'm delighted to be with you all, connected through this wonderful technology, which brings together high touch with high tech, which connects us with hearts and minds, and reaching out to you from 700 kilometers away. And reaching out to you in Kolkata, a city which is one of my most favorite places, where I used to be at least 3 times in a year and look forward to it. So thank you for this opportunity of visiting you virtually. And congratulations to your school for organizing this very valuable fair, which is surely going to help students make informed decisions. So I'm going to talk about how to be future ready. And my colleague Pooja Ahuja, who is here, will be sharing my PowerPoint presentation, after which we can have questions and answers. So what I want to share with you is that today there are infinite opportunities for you. The world is your stage. The universe, in fact, is waiting for you. So how do you make choices when there's so much out there which can lead to immense confusion? There is a process in place, and we'll share with you all of it. So, Pooja, can we have the presentation, please?
Yeah, sure. Please, host, please allow me to share screen.
Barindra, if you can please share screen. You're sitting in the control room.
Share the screen with Pooja Ahuja, please. Pooja is our general manager and senior career counselor, and she's very creative. She's great at making PowerPoint presentations, and she does so much more, which actually represents a multiple career portfolio that brings together the building blocks of your talent. Thanks for sharing the screen. And this is the wonder of technology. Things happen so fast. So, I'm going to be talking to you, dear students, on how to be future ready in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. And the COVID 19 shutdown, the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us so much in such a short while. It has taught us to be agile, it has taught us to be resilient, it has taught us to actually connect in meaningful ways with people. I would request you to turn off the annotation button. That's great. So, with all this learning, it has also taught us how to make best use of technology. And the first sector that made this awesome use of technology was the education sector. Soon, the schools went on to transmitting online classes to engage you. Of course, it's never going to be the same as being in a classroom, interacting with each other, but your academic life went on. It did not get disrupted like so many other things did. And at this stage, I'd like to congratulate all schools, all teachers, and parents for facilitating the seamless transmission of education through technology by being deeply engaged. So let's see what we have for us. As I said, technology has brought about an amazing revolution, particularly the AI fourth industrial revolution driven by artificial intelligence. So the first industrial revolution was about steam, followed by electricity, followed by computers and IT. And the 21st century saw the big push of technology with quantum leaps in technology driven by artificial intelligence. So, science fiction of yesterday has become a reality today. Augmented reality, which you saw in Star Trek, is happening today. The latest technology is that if you want to give a talk in Japanese, for example, and you can't go there, you can actually do it through mixed reality where your exact image would be there, your voice, but your speech will be translated into Japanese simultaneously with the same inflection. Now, these sort of technologies are indeed awesome. 3D printing enables you to make designs and print almost everything in your home. You have smart homes, smart drones, smartphones, smart cities. But the challenge here is to outsmart the smart. And it's only if we outsmart the smart will we be able to control the technology and not let the technology control us. It has to be high tech before or after, I would say. It has to be high tech after high touch. So, high touch first and then high tech. So, the human touch has to be there to ensure that technology does not make us all robots. Then we have biometrics, the Internet of Everything, as Stephen Hawkins called it. So, with all of this happening, we have found an impact, a major impact on education, on careers, and every aspect of our lives. It has been predicted that by 2030, just 10 years from now, 85% of the careers that will exist then don't exist today. That is going to be the pace of change. So, in this scenario, it is important to have a dynamic career global positioning system. And I'm going to share with you the methodology of the Institute for Career Studies, which actually works wonders in ensuring that you get your dream career. So let's begin with know yourself. And it has been said that all wisdom starts with knowing yourself. I'll share with you a story when Alexander the Great, at a very young age, decided to become the emperor of the world, to conquer the world, he went to his guru, Aristotle, the philosopher, and said, Sir, give me one tip that will enable me to succeed in my mission to conquer the world. Alexander looked at him with great expectation, hoping for a lot of strategic inputs. But Aristotle, just in a simple statement, said, "Son, know thyself. Know yourself. Know your strengths. Make the most of them. Know your weaknesses. Tackle them." We tend to be blind to our weaknesses. Recognize them, tackle them, know the opportunities that you have, and also know the threats or the stumbling blocks. Alexander heard him and then embarked on his mission. He conquered Africa, he conquered the Middle East, he conquered Kashmir, came up to the river Bias in the Punjab. But then his men revolted because they were homesick, they were ill, they were tired, and Alexander was continuously driving them to move on. Now, Alexander, therefore, could not succeed in his mission to conquer the world. He had to get back. Why? He knew his strengths. He knew that he was a great general, he was fearless, he was great at military craft, but he didn't know his weakness. And his biggest weakness was lack of empathy. He did not have emotional quotient. He did not understand his people, which a leader should. And he failed in his mission. So, students, please do take stock of your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and the stumbling blocks. And it's important to do this regularly. Then fine tune the choices to your unique frequency, to your aptitudes, interests, talents, aspirations, what you want in life, what your dreams are. Once you've done that, and there's a methodology which we have in place in ICS, inform yourself. Information is power. The right information at the right time will get you to the right opportunity. So inform yourself about all the changing trends. As Mrs. Chaudhary said, the biggest change is going to happen because of the new education policy. The silos of science, commerce, and arts are going to dissolve. All subjects are going to be at par. You're going to have choices. You have to make informed choices. So keep track of the changing trends about courses, campuses, careers, which requires you to explore, experiment, and experience. So I told you that 85% of the specializations 10 years from now don't exist today. So how do you find out what they're going to be? It's like a treasure hunt. We have small clues today. So with those clues, once you are able to find and string them together, you're going to come to the big treasure of the ideal career for yourself. Then plan for yourself. And within planning, it's important to focus on the right course at the right campus as you look at the future scenario and the kind of jobs that you would be going in for. Here, I would like to use the analogy of a global positioning system. Every time I visit Kolkata, sorry, and I want to go to a particular destination, I find there are newer routes, flyways, uh, flyovers, routes, metros. So I have to turn on the GPS because I'm lost. Similarly, for careers, it's important to know what are the different routes for you, what are the changing ways and routes of getting to your goal, the faster tracks, the track with the least amount of problem, least amount of pitfalls. And it reminds me of Alice. When Alice came to crossroads, from where every road led to a fantastic destination, she was confused, like all of us are. And it's good to be confused because then we ask questions, we find out more. So she looked around and said aloud, "Which road should I take?" The Cheshire cat on the wall heard her and said, "Depends on where you want to go." So Alice thought for a while and said, "But I don't know where I want to go." Then the cat replied, then any road will take you there. Students, it's important to have a clear idea of your destination because today some very special roads are in place to take you there. Things have changed and you can keep changing tracks as well because of the GPS. So you don't have to go for long distances and then realize, oh gosh, I made a mistake. You can correct that and change your tracks effortlessly because all of us are going to have a minimum of 5 careers in our lives. Minimum. All of us can have many true callings. Some may have just one true calling, like I want to be a doctor. But I will tell you that as you journey in life, other opportunities will come. We mature in our experience, we gain knowledge, the world is changing. So keep an open mind and look at more than one true calling in life that you're drawn to. So that is how we need to constantly have this unique global positioning system and then see which route we have to take at which stage of our life for ideal courses, campuses, and careers. So, now to summarize about our dream career, I'm going to show you a very simple infographic which will help you to actually know. But before that, I want you to see a film on the ICS Career GPS app. We have just launched a career global positioning system app, which is free for download, which will give you an idea of what your career interests are, which will then accordingly shortlist the career fields for you. And once the career fields are shortlisted, you can do a deep dive and then see out of all these careers which would be the best for you. So we've got some very interesting questions that you take where you introspect and you get a priority list. Then you can look at all the details about the career, the specializations, what's going to happen in future, about the various campuses in India and abroad, as well as pathways. So here we go.
Stars always talk to me. I want to be an astronomer and discover a new galaxy.
Nobody guided me when I was a student. There was so much I wanted to do. Suggest a career so that my child does not have to struggle.
I'm puzzled. Everyone has plenty of advice to give. But how do I know which one is right for me?
I'm so scared. What will happen to careers post-COVID? When will this end?
Are you kidding me? 80 lakhs. We can't afford to make you a commercial pilot. Study aeronautical engineering.
I don't even want to do BTech. My dad wants me to do it. I want to be a filmmaker.
We are a family of doctors. We own hospitals. How can you think of becoming a chef?
Confused about choices? With the ICS Career GPS, you can navigate smoothly through mind boggling career choices. You will be guided to know yourself, inform yourself, and plan for your dream courses, campuses, and careers. Take this magical app journey and talk to our career experts for complete clarity. Download the ICS Career GPS today.
So I hope you like that, students. It gives us many messages. The important thing is to follow your heart. And parents, what I want to share with you at this stage is that whenever there's a success story in any field, the person who's been successful always says that it was possible because my parents believed in me. My parents understood what my aspirations are. They helped me to live my dream. So, your support, your motivation is going to make all the difference. Today, when there's so many careers, it's possible to have a career by choice rather than a career by chance. So, students and parents, do download the app. It's called ICS Career GPS, and you will have a very, very interesting journey. This app is for everybody from grades 10, 11, 12 onwards to college, university, and professionals. So, parents and teachers, you could also revisit and perhaps find a new true calling for your life. Let's look at how do we discover a dream career, our dream career. So, where your talents and the needs of the world converge, where they match, lie enormous opportunities for success. It's important to start with your interests, to recognize what you love doing, what you're passionate about, what engages you, and then look at what you're great at. Is it maths, history, geography, economics, writing? Is it debating, sports, media, dance, acting? What is it that you are great at? Match the two with what the world needs, and you're surely going to find a match because, as I told you, there's a universe of opportunities out there. So when all three come together, then you have your dream career, which leads to great fulfillment and happiness. It gives you meaning in life, a sense of purpose, and you have a career which is both immensely rewarding, and it gives you recognition and remuneration. The winner takes it all. And the winner is somebody who has found an ideal career and made that informed decision based on interests, aptitudes, and matched it with what the world needs. So, now for those who have to choose subjects, let's look at the strategy which will help you to make those choices. But before that, I want to share with you the power of now. And let's reflect on this. We were told when we were studying that we are preparing you to be leaders of tomorrow. And we were often asked, what career would you like to pursue when you grow up? Students, things have changed. Today, I can say that you're leaders of today, not tomorrow. If you look at the environment, if we look at sustainable development, it is young people, it is students who've led the green movement. It is students who have made us aware of our carbon footprints. It is students who reached out to the millions of displaced people who came home during the COVID episode and ensured that they got food, that they got water as they alighted from trains and went on to buses to go home. So you are leaders of today, and I want you to play that role. You're also the scientist, the inventor, the teacher, the writer, the musician, the sports person, the actor of today. And all the people depicted here are students from a very young age who have made a name for themselves. For instance, you have Samay Godkar, a young class 10 student from Bangalore who made a presentation on our circadian rhythm, our body rhythm, which leads to wellness and well-being and optimal performance. And he got 2.9 crore rupees. Do watch his presentation on video on YouTube. It's amazing. We have Sarah Rose, 9 years old, who has co-authored a book with Paro Anand. The book is called The Very Naughty Dragon. Then you have a young teacher, Anand Singh. You've got a shooter. We've got Samaira, who's a coder who works with Microsoft. Recently, a young boy, Dave, got the Junior Master Chef Award and recognition. So at a very young age, you have the power of technology to leverage your talent and be that star. So I want you to focus on that star and think for a moment, what is it that I need to do to become a star in my field and to make a difference, to make that contribution for a better world? So students, the power of now is something I want you to reflect on and leverage through YouTube, through Instagram, that is IGTV, through blogs. Make that contribution, make that difference along with your academic studies. So it's possible to do this today. Let's move now to the right subject choice. As you were told by Mrs. Chaudhary, it's going to be a very, very interesting future with no longer restrictive subject choices. You can take combinations across the board. The reason being that there are a lot of specializations that require two subjects to come together, as she said, history and math for clear dynamics to make accurate predictions about the future. Molecular gastronomy, which brings together home science and chemistry and culinary art for a fine dining experience, to customize a menu for you. So there are many combinations. Therefore, how you should go about is first identify the subjects that you are great at, that you're best at, that you have aptitudes for, and then also be aware of the eligibility criteria. There are not many, but you need to know what eligibility criteria exist for the different career paths. Once you choose subjects that gel with you, you will find that those subjects develop your mind, they develop your intellect. They are the golden key to open your mind, which can then absorb all knowledge. You put in effort, you get great marks. If you don't take subjects that you have a flair for, even when you work hard, even when you go for tuition and coaching, which is a drudgery at times, you don't get the marks you deserve. Choose right, achieve high performance levels. That will make you feel so good about yourself. It'll enhance your self esteem. You don't need to then go for tuition, for coaching. You have time for yourself. You have time to pursue your hobbies, participate in extracurricular activities, which develop your all round personality. And you then come up with a smart mind and a smart personality, which leads to happiness, fulfillment, success. So it begins with the right subject choice. Don't get pressured into making choices. Don't go by misconceptions, by stereotypes that science is the best, then commerce, then humanities. No, knowledge is one. Each subject, each career is as good as the other, depends on what you make of it. So make informed choices, students, and you will then be on the high road of success and happiness. We now move to choices after class 12. As I told you earlier, there are multiple routes. So this also can be very confusing. Should I go for a BA, BSc, BCom, that is an academic course, or a professional course, or combinations? Here also, it's important to customize the choice, to fine tune the choice to your unique frequency. So let's give you some approaches. If you love a subject, you're great at psychology or history or literature or economics, go for that subject first. Do your BA, BSc, or BCom, because after that, you will have options of specializations in that subject. If you don't wish to specialize, you can cross over and do a master's in management or hotel management, journalism, public relations, social work, media, law, filmmaking, design, hospitality, travel and tourism. All that is available for you from any subject choice. So here you open two broad options: a specialization in your field for which there's a big demand, or crossover to another professional course. In case you don't have an academic interest, then go for the professional course. Here, I would like to clarify, if you're going for engineering or medicine or architecture, pharmacy, it's right after plus two. And in the first 2 years, you're taught the academic subjects as well. But if it's not these fields, if it's law, if it's management, if it's defense, art, design, social work, you have two routes. One after plus two, direct, the other at the master's level after you've done your BA, BSc, or BCom. So you've got to think and see what would be the best for you. I'll give you an example of a major misconception or stereotype that leads to a huge pitfall. Many students and parents feel that a professional course after plus two will put you in a stronger position. So nowadays, there's a trend for students to take coaching for CLAT exams, that is the law entrance exams. And they spend a lot of time doing that. Why? Because it's prestigious. They don't really know what law is going to be all about. But if you're not studying for medical entrance or engineering entrance, the trend is study for law entrance. So what I would recommend is put the pause button and think. If you're sure about law, then go in for a BA LLB, BSc LLB, BCom LLB, or BBA LLB in law. But if you're not sure about it, it would be better to do any other course as an undergraduate program and then see if you want to do the law, which can be done after the undergraduate course. So there are many routes. You have to see what your GPS is and where that takes you. Good news as well, there are many combinations on offer. For example, you can have courses which bring together academic as well as professional courses. Example, your BA in psychology, English with journalism or communication. Then you have courses which have performing arts as a component. So there are possibilities of specializations along with academic courses. Now, supposing you don't have that on offer in your university, the University Grants Commission has recently permitted students to pursue two undergraduate programs simultaneously. So you, for instance, could be doing BA economics honors or history honors or commerce from somewhere, but you could also be doing a bachelor's in art or music or, let us say, psychology from somewhere else, either online or offline, and it will be recognized. So remember, there are many, many possibilities, many opportunities. You just see where you can pick up the requisite knowledge and skills. A lot of very good online courses available as well. So mix and match and develop a unique portfolio for your further academic and professional success. We now move to the subject eligibility criteria chart. Please see this very carefully. In India, you need physics, chemistry, math for engineering, architecture, pharmacy in engineering institutions, merchant navy, and biotechnology. Here again, There are many institutions and universities which have now permitted students who do not have math to take up a BTech course, an engineering course in biotechnology. So you may have physics, chemistry, biology now. You're interested in doing a BTech course or BE course in biotechnology. It is possible in institutions like the Vellore Institute of Technology, in the Amity University, and NIIT University, and so many others. So it's important to know where these options are available. For Air Force, Navy, and civil aviation, you do not need chemistry, only physics and math. So in this case, with the new education policy, you could have physics, math, and two other subjects of your choice. It could be computer science with literature, it could be economics with history. The choice is yours. For the medical field, paramedical, veterinary sciences, you need physics, chemistry, biology. Recently, biotechnology was also added. So you could do, for the medical field, physics, chemistry, biology, or biotechnology. But we recommend take biology. You can have biotechnology, but don't give up biology because it's a very important aptitude, and a lot of questions come in the NEET exam which are related to what you would study in biology. Beyond this, everything is available for you from any subject combination. So I want you to keep in mind that there are certain eligibilities, but maximum careers are available and can be accessed from all subject choices. Now, even though we emphasize it, we get questions like, I, I don't have commerce, can I do management? Yes, you can. I don't have math. Can I do finance? Or can I go for banking? Yes, you can. So keep in mind that most careers are available from any subject choices. So some math are needed, like for economics in Tata University, Delhi University, you need math, but not in Bombay University or Bangalore University. Can we have everyone on mute, please? So NIFT exam main subjects for BTech, I had a question. You can have physics, chemistry, biology for biotechnology. I just answered a quick question. Now let's see the kind of careers that you get from all subject combinations. And I want to emphasize here that post-COVID, every career is going to have a digital transformation, a digital avatar. For example, in advertising and corporate communication, which you can get from any subject stream, the most trending specialization today is digital marketing. Digital marketing has overtaken the traditional marketing of having ads and hoardings and is much more impactful. In art and design, you have graphics, UI, UX, that is user interface, user experience. In accounts, analytics, banking, and finance, you have fintech, finance and technology coming together. For business management, e-commerce. In civil services, e-governance, and computers and IT, of course, are trending with applications and animations, graphics. So there's a lot of possibilities for you from all subject combinations, and you should know more about these fields, know more about the qualities required before you make a choice. The educational field is going to be one of the biggest, and technology is going to play a major role in it. So if you are drawn to the field of education and you're techie as well, the two can come together. But there's going to be a bigger and bigger demand for educationists and teachers in this field. Hospitality presently has seen a big dip because of COVID, which is very unfortunate. Hotels have just started opening up. Travel and tourism is just about picking up. There are very many problems as they do this, but there's opportunity in adversity. And people are beginning to reinvent businesses. So if you look at hospitality, do you know cloud kitchens are going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry? So if you're very keen on the hospitality sector, if you're very keen on culinary arts, you open a high-tech kitchen and you customize menus and deliver it to the homes of people. You can also sell your recipes. So cloud kitchens are the in thing, and they're going to be bigger and bigger. Law, mass communication is all aspects of media, from journalism, and now you have digital media, digital journalism, uh, movie making, filmmaking, ads, through again digital marketing, public relations, event management. There's so much in mass communication. Psychology is trending because psychology has many, many applications. It's a science of human behavior, it's a study of human behavior. And as we increasingly go into technology, we've got to humanize the robots, the chatbots. So psychologists are in huge demand. Performing arts, social work. There are two routes. You can do it right after plus two as a bachelor in social work, or later as a master's. Sports, if you love the idea of sports, you're a sports person, you can also look at specializations like sports medicine, sports psychology, sports media, sports management. The latest that happened during the lockdown was esports. And there's so many who wanted to be part of Formula One racing, but it was an expensive sport. They went on to the e-formula racing and became winners and defeated the traditional renowned winners. So there's going to be a lot of changes happening, wherein it's important to understand the digital world and the digital technology that has to be dovetailed with your knowledge of the field. This is an interesting aspect as well. We are often asked, what is the use of an ordinary BA or a BSc or a BCom? There's nothing ordinary about any subject. It, as I said, depends on what you make of it. So today there's a lot of emphasis on intellectual capital. It commands a premium. So if you develop expertise in any subject, physics, chemistry, life sciences, psychology, eco, geography, math, any subject, it can lead to challenging careers in the field of education and research, public and private sector. A lot of multinationals are hiring people who have deep knowledge of the subject, because it is teams with different aspects of knowledge that come together so that they can produce something really unique and come up with an innovation which is needed by the world. This is great news. Liberal arts shine in the age of artificial intelligence. What happened a few years ago is that a lot of schools did not offer humanities because it was felt there's no great career once students take up humanities, which was, of course, a misconception. It was a myth, but that was the general stereotype idea floating around. Now, 25% of the jobs in top multinationals, in top tech organizations like Microsoft, like Google, Facebook, are for people who have come from the liberal arts background. Why? Because liberal arts offer an interdisciplinary approach of natural sciences, social sciences, humanities, and arts, as against a vocational, professional, or technical course. Now, while vocational, professional, and technical courses are all great. For those who have a liberal arts bent of mind, it's important to look at an education that will help to bring across subjects in your portfolio that would bring out the best in you. So, this would then result in well rounded students with knowledge of a wide range of subjects and mastery over one or two. That mastery is important. General awareness, understanding of a lot of subjects with mastery over one or two. So, shall I share something very interesting with you? We think that this liberal arts concept came up in the West, in US. No, it existed in the ancient universities of Nalanda and Takshila. All the subjects were studied depending what students wanted, some of natural sciences, some of social sciences, humanities and arts, and it was called a kala or art. So this bunch of subjects were not called science or humanities or commerce related, business related. They were called kala or art, and there were 69 kalas which were brought together. Isn't that fascinating? So it results in well-rounded students. It enhances higher order thinking skills, uh, empathy, design thinking, creativity, and the acquisition of many employability skills which are in demand, like excellent communication skills, teamwork, leadership. So, for those of you who want to take up two or three subjects across the board or study one subject along with some others to begin with, liberal arts is ideal. And why it's trending is that all these companies need students with a liberal arts background to humanize, as I said, the robots and the chatbots, to give language, to help develop a seamless connect between the human element and the technology element. Therefore, I said, outsmart the smart technologies. We now come to the fascinating changes that we see today. We have specializations that did not exist yesterday. For instance, culinary arts. Previously, if you wanted to be a chef, you had to do a course in hotel management. But today, you can do a bachelor's in culinary art in many top institutions. And if you want to specialize further, you can move into this super specialization called molecular gastronomy. Then artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnology, game development and design are all trending. Digital marketing, forensic accounting, wherein as an accountant, you do detective work, behavioral economics, behavioral finance. So you bring economics and psychology together, and you're able to understand the impact of human behavior on the stock exchange, the ups and the downs. So it's very, very important today to connect psychology with finance and economics. Within law, there are new specializations. If you love biology, you can move from the laboratory to the law court. So the specialization for you would be genetics law. For those who love computer science or computer applications, cyber law. And this is a very big area today with cyber crimes on the increase. For those who are creative, who like movie making or editing or script writing, web series production is going to provide a lot of great career opportunities. And there's so many more. So it's important then to see which subjects you enjoy, and if you bring them together, what is the possibility of that specialization which would make you stand apart from the general kind of specialization and give you an edge. Let's look at now studies in India, where we look at the right course at the right campus. It's very important to do this. Education is no longer a seller's market. It's a buyer's market. You have the command. There was a time there were more students than seats in quality institutions. That's changed. Today, there are more seats than students. So the issue is to choose the course which would be best for you at a campus that is known for the course. What had been happening over a period of time as the students would look at the campus, oh, that's a great campus, and they would study anything they had or could get there. For instance, so many students went into a top law school to discover that law is not for them. They would have been better off with economics or with literature or with international relations or architecture. There's so many that went into a top engineering college and realized that engineering was not for them. They would have preferred studying physics or maths or chemistry or something else. So it's important to match your course with a campus that is known for it. India has wonderful campuses coming up. There's so many today and newer ones with international collaborations. So you've got choice. It's important to know where your subject is offered in a campus that is known for it. And that is where you will find the best of everything, and it'll help you to develop for success and for a bright future. Now, when we look at studies in India, I also want you to know that many campuses have a quota for extracurricular activities and sports. So, if you are great at an extracurricular activity or sport, do ensure that you focus on it along with your academics and get that edge for admissions. There are many students who may not score 95 or 96, but they're students who are great at sports or dance or music or acting or painting, and they may have got 85%, but they got entry into a top campus because of that. So it's good to see what the possibilities are and to match it with your unique profile. Let's look at studies abroad now. For studies abroad, it's important to look at the cost benefit analysis. It's very, very expensive. Average cost in most top campuses in UK, US, in Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore is 30 to 40 lakhs per annum. So the fees are exorbitant, and there are very few scholarships at the undergraduate level. We also need to look at capability along with capability. A lot of students go abroad, but they cannot handle that scenario. So maybe it's better to do it at the postgraduate level. And it's essential to see the placement scenario. So I'm going to quickly discuss these issues so that you get a big picture. So basically, let me just share with you the countries where you get post-study work visas presently. These countries are Canada. Canada also has a co-op system where during your studies, you get a supervised work experience. Can we have everybody on mute, please? Can we have that sound mute, please? All right, I'll continue because that was disturbing. So I was just telling you that Canada has a very good system called co-op. Within co-op, you get to have work experience which is supervised and paid. So you learn a lot and you earn while you're studying. Canada also gives you post-study work visas. Beyond Canada, UK, Ireland, New Zealand, and Australia give you post-study work visas. Now, the new trends where the education is reasonable, Finland has opened up to students from beyond Finland, from outside Finland. And they offer the education in English, and it is top class. Finland, as you know, is also the happiest country in the world. It's a safe environment. They are also enabling you to work while you study. So the courses are beautifully designed and structured, and they're reasonable. The course, undergraduate course in Finland, will cost you about 7 to 8 lakhs, which is really reasonable. So it is a country that you can look at. Germany and France also have universities which are public universities where the government pays for the fees. So, for instance, you go to study in Germany, your education will be free, but you'll have to pay for your stay. So it'll be about 7 to 8 lakhs per annum. So these are some new trends which you can keep in mind, where you look at the quality of education, the cost, and the possibility of post study work visa, which would really give you global experience. Having said all this, we now come to employability skills. The top 10 employability skills for 2025 are analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategies, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality and initiative, leadership and social influence, technology, the use of technology, then tech design and programming, resilience. These are broadly divided into areas which involve technology, which involve your self improvement, creativity, and so on. You will find that if you choose the right subjects, you will develop analytical thinking, you will become innovative, you will enjoy studying, and that will lead to active learning. It'll help you to solve problems and complex problems. It'll make you creative and original. When you participate in extracurricular activities, you will develop leadership, social influence, you will develop emotional quotient. So, from school onwards, these top skills can develop through the right academic approach and the right approach to developing your hobbies and participating in co curricular activities. This will also make you future ready. And I have found that many students who have these skills and have picked up knowledge on analytics or digital marketing or design thinking have started earning just from school onwards before they even join college, because there's a big demand. And as Generation Z, you have the natural flair for a lot of this in terms of applying your knowledge to technology. At ICS also, we have taken on some brilliant students of 10th, 11th, and 12th who have made an amazing contribution and earned well during that internship. So I want you to therefore develop your portfolio, your profile, and see what kind of internship experience you can get. And you can be in touch with us at the Institute for Career Studies, and we will guide you for that as well. So, finally, the way ahead. Anticipate and constantly track changes in this volatile, uncertain, and complex world. As I said, look for the clues and move towards the treasure hunt, your dream career. Develop a growth mindset. Go beyond stereotypes. Be curious. Be explorers. Move off the atlas. Acquire new in demand knowledge and skills as lifelong learners. Identify the right course at the right campus and bring together, design a unique career portfolio that will have all the building blocks of your talents. Make your passion your profession. And that will give you just everything you would want in life. But never forget to be kind, to be understanding, to be connected with family and friends. A study at Harvard, the longest study ever, which tracked its students over 70 years, and it concluded recently. You'll find it on YouTube as the Harvard study on happiness found that what makes people happy, healthy, and successful is a caring and nurturing and loving environment. And I think all of us are responsible for that because it is going to enhance our well being, our wellness, our happiness, and success. So, my dear students, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagined. Isn't that beautiful? Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagined. And as you journey in life, enjoy every moment. Keep with you your parents, the teachers, keep them informed. Their support is so, so important. So prepare for and challenge the future today to lead the change and create a better tomorrow. Students, I hope you found this useful. It will be great to have you connected with us. Um, User ID and password for our website, icscareersonline.com. User ID is ICS guidance, password ICS member. It's now given to you as a gift free of charge. That is for you. And it will be great to have you connected with us. We also have a Facebook page. Every day on that Facebook page, there are latest alerts on admissions, on scholarships, the latest on careers, and on education. Every day there's a blog on education, blog on careers, and there are alerts for you so that you don't miss out on opportunities. And we look at the global scenario and project scholarships which are for India and studies abroad. So, with that, I will request you again to kickstart today. Discover your career interests by downloading our app, which is free, and it'll help you in 3 easy steps to know, inform, and plan. Shortlist your career fields, get to know courses and campuses globally, the career specializations, particularly the post COVID careers, the many pathways for the global positioning system, and then you can also connect with the ICS team of expert counselors. So, with that, thank you all very much. We'll open it to questions and answers. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing with us your findings and opinions. I'm quite sure that our students are greatly motivated and benefited by your words. Ma'am, we have a few questions for you from the audience, mostly from our students. Like, many of our students want to know about the future prospects in liberal arts. Kindly throw some light into that.
So, as I mentioned to you, there's a big demand for liberal arts. And after you study liberal arts, you can either move for a specialization in one particular subject or combine two of them. So, to give you an example, presently from various campuses, students who have, say, done a BA honors or major in history are getting hired by top organizations like the consulting organizations. The top ones like KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and many others are hiring them from the campus. This wasn't the trend earlier. So earlier, it was people who did, say, a BTech or a BE who got the jobs. But today, liberal arts students are in demand. As I mentioned, 25% of jobs in all technology companies are for liberal arts graduates. You can move into any field after this. After your initial liberal arts degree, you can go into management, finance, accountancy, media, art, design, anywhere else. So you come with a broad base of knowledge, which is in huge demand with all the employability skills. So if liberal arts is for you, please don't go for anything else. So this is again very specific. We cannot generalize. I won't say that a tech student should take liberal arts, but here again, all engineering colleges and institutions are bringing in liberal arts. So Microsoft in its latest book or document called The Future Computed, and you can download it, has clearly said that today every techie will have to have some understanding of liberal arts, and every liberal arts graduate will have to have some understanding of technology. So, actually, the term liberal arts is a misnomer. It's not accurate, it's liberal education. And liberal education is one that helps you to study subjects across the board. It's not limited or restricted. So I prefer to call it liberal education.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Um, the next question is from the students of commerce. Like many of our students want to pursue MBA finance. So they're asking which subject would be best for them to take up in their graduation. BCom honors, economics, or a BBA?
That's a very, very good question. And that's a question which poses that typical Alice confusion. Which road would be the best for me? So, what I would say is, again, all these can lead to a career in finance, and so also mathematics. So, you got to see which of these subjects is one that you are best at and you enjoy studying. So, while you're doing your commerce studies, is it accountancy that you enjoy? Or is it economics? Is it math? Is it business studies? Whichever of these you are best at, you should take that route. And while studying that, pick up some competencies like analytics. So, for example, if you loved accountancy and you take up BCom, with BCom, you can do accountancy, chartered accountancy, ACCA, cost and works management, company secretary is a very good combination. If it was economics that you love, along with economics, you can study analytics. If it's math, again, analytics. If it's so any of these, economics, maths, accountancy, or BBA. So if you find that you don't really have any one particular subject, but you loved studying business studies or commerce, go for BBA. And today there are organizations offering you BBA in finance. For example, in Mumbai, Narsi Monji gives you a bachelor's, a BBA in finance. So you have more options today. The very good college, the Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies in Delhi, offers you BBA, but it also offers you BBA in financial analytics and finance. So, what I'm wanting to say is that there are specific courses which would be the best match for each one. And today we've got to narrow down as far as possible, closest to what would bring out the best in us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, the next question is from the students of humanities. Like some of our students, those who have opted for economics without mathematics, they're asking.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I think, Dr. Das, there seems to be some power problem where Barindra is sitting.
Yes.
So maybe in a moment it will be back up.
But I've got his question, so
Yes.
I'll answer that.
Please answer. Yes.
So he wanted to know what can you do if you don't have economics, maths with economics. So if you don't have math with economics and you actually want to continue further studies in the field of economics, you can first of all do your undergraduation, that is a BA in economics from Bombay University or Bangalore University. Now, once you've done that and you want to go in for further studies in economics, it'll be important for you to understand class 12 level mathematics. So you need to pick up an understanding of all those topics of mathematics which are important for economics, like calculus, calculus AB, calculus BC. Do that. Another alternate is, if you wish to do economic honors, from Kolkata University or Delhi University or any university abroad which requires math, pick it up as an additional subject beyond the board exams. So you can do it from the National Open School. Take up math, which will not affect your or impact your board marks. You could also do a course called Advanced Placement. Advanced Placement has two math papers, Calculus AB and Calculus BC. You cannot do both in the same year. So you could do one in grade 11 and one in grade 12. And the beauty of this is for studies abroad, it gives you an edge. And if you're studying in a US university, you get credits. So there are a lot of possibilities today which did not exist previously. Now, supposing you do not want to do math and yet you want to continue with economics, then development economics is a field, or environmental economics is a field which would not require mathematics. But there's so much more for you. If you've got commerce without math, you can move into any other field like management, banking, media, art, design, hospitality, education, everything else is open for you. So over to you, Barinda. I'm glad your electricity came back.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The next question, ma'am. One of our students wants to pursue biotechnology and environmental studies. He wants you to tell him something about the career opportunities of these two subjects and the future prospects if he pursues these two subjects.
So what I'd like you to know is that the 21st century is a century of bioscience. So any bioscience that you pursue, including biotechnology, has a lot of scope. Within biotechnology, you have red biotechnology, which is medical biotechnology, green biotechnology, which is environmental biotechnology and agricultural biotechnology, and white biotechnology, which is industrial biotechnology. So biotech has a lot of scope for the future, and either move into scientific research, or with biotech you can do an MBA. Environmental science and ecology is also going to be trending in the future. We saw during the lockdown how we got back pure air, clean rivers, with a revival of aquatic life. Everything was green and beautiful, and people realized the importance of understanding all that we need to do to preserve our ecosystem, which is so fragile. So there's going to be a huge demand for environmentalists, for people who've done environmental management, people who've studied biotechnology, but you've got to be good at your field. You've got to be passionate about it, good at it, and have cutting edge knowledge for application for various different fields.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from a boy named Agastya Goswami. He's asking, he loves to study biology and history. Are there any career opportunities in combination of these two subjects?
Presently, if you bring history and biology together, you have archaeology and anthropology. And archaeology and anthropology do have considerable scope today, because beyond academics, they help us to understand the nuances of different cultures. So history and biology can take you to archaeology as well as anthropology.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now the last question for this session, and this is from another student of commerce. She's a student from the commerce stream of her school, of the Barakpur school. She wants to pursue a career in marketing. What course should she go for after ISC? BBA or a BCom honors?
So again, I had responded to this. All these courses are good. They're all routes to marketing, to doing your MBA in marketing or master's in marketing. So every one of these is good. You take up what you are best at. If you're best at economics, take the economics route. If you're best at business studies, take the business studies route. Now, if you're good at both business studies and economics, I would say first do economics and then do your MBA, because that will give you two excellent building blocks. Economics will be a wonderful platform for your MBA. If you're good at math and business studies, then take math or stats and then go and do your MBA. So, this is how you would make your choice. If it's accountancy, do BCom with an accountancy program and then move on to your MBA. So, multiple routes, fine tune the choices, see what works for you, and then identify the courses and campuses and the sort of programs you'd like to take online, the kind of internships that you would like to take up to build your skills. You're mute. Barind, you're mute right now. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Now the last question, ma'am. One more question has come up. This question is from a student of class 10, and he's fascinated about biology and mathematics. What other career opportunities that are available for that particular child?
So you have everything available for you from bio and math. But basically, if you bring the two together, you have bioinformatics. And bioinformatics helps you to understand the different trends in the field in a more specific way, the future trends, and an understanding of the applications of biology in different fields. So, bioinformatics, chemi-informatics is a combination of biology, math, and computer. So, do pick up computers as well to make it impactful.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we have come to the end of this talk session. I would request our respected CEO, our respected President, ma'am, Mrs. Janet Gaspar Chaudhary, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You conducted it beautifully. I'm glad we could answer all the questions that you tracked so conscientiously and efficiently.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Barindra. And Dr. Das, thank you so much. It was such an informative session once again, and I could see so many questions. But I think the app that you have suggested in your presentation is going to really be beneficial.
Yes.
And I encourage our students to download the app, because that will give them the proper route of Alice in Wonderland and not the Cheshire Cat route. So I think that's really good. And one of the points, other than so much that I've taken away from your talk, is that even if you don't have maths in class 10 or 12, there are options to do maths from open school and other areas where it doesn't, have an effect on your overall percentage in the board exam, but you still have it at that level to pursue your other things. So I think this is one thing that, I'm sure my math subject matter expert teacher is on this call, and she will understand how to take this forward. We have subject matter experts in all the subjects who will now put all of this together.
Yes.
And you will also be happy to know that a lot of the things that you mentioned, for example, you don't have to study hotel management to do food and beverage career. We actually have someone who'll be talking about food and beverage in another 15 minutes.
How wonderful that is. Yeah.
We even had a filmmaker who spoke earlier. We have a fashion design panel going on parallel to, has just started. So all the careers that you mentioned, we have a lot of them on today and tomorrow. So thank you so much for giving us the direction. And we will be really, really happy to hear from you soon again. And we will reach out to you to guide our students to choose the career of their dreams.
It'll be a pleasure. So much, Dr. Thank you. And congratulations on this excellent program, this excellent, beautifully organized career fair, which is providing your students such valuable information and insights. All of this is necessary for making informed decisions. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
All the best to all of you. Wishing students a very, very bright future. Bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of today's session. Now, we all may log off.